Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So we're going to take off from the last place we were at. So if you just have a look there, we did the account class. It won't run at the moment because there's no main method, which we had a look at from the previous videos. We have called this a public class account. We have created a variable called name, and it's a string type. And we have set and get methods that are in it. So set being you need to pass through something here and then set it to this. When you call this account, that it's going to be set to this name, and then get method, the get name returns the name, so it returns it back. So we're going to now call these methods within a new class. So the new class that I just created is called account test. So this is known as a driver class because it uses the main method. So just like you would have a person driving a car, you can say go faster, go slower, turn left, turn right, and that kind of stuff. That's the same with using this account test class, because it's going to call different functions or different methods within the account and get it to do something, get it to perform a task within that method. So the first thing that you can do is file, new, and then class, and then when you call it, you have to call it by capital A for the class name, so account test, which is the class. And then obviously tick the box for auto generated the void main method. So within that, then we're going to also have to import the Java import the scanner for input from the user. So we're going to say import java.util.scanner. Now with semicolon. Now with this as well, we're going to, it's now you can see automatically that it's telling me that it's not used yet. So we're going to go down here and create a new one. So here it says auto generated stuff, so we're going to take away the to do. A really good thing I'll just tell you about the to do. So you can actually look up all the to dos within a file as well, so you can just look up the to-dos when it's marked as to-do, which is really useful when you're working. So here, let's say scanner input equals new scanner, and then system.in for the input stream, and a semicolon as well at the end. Now we're going to create a new account object because we're going to call this file, and we're going to use these methods, the set method and the get method, to change them. So one of the main reasons why you'd use a private variable within a class is that you can, when you call this class, you can change in and out the set and get every time you call this class. So if you put it in a loop, for instance, every time you call account, you can set and get, and then for this you can set and get, and for another one you can set and get. So for instance, the account name would change every time the user input something, so you can then iteratively change it every single time. You can swap them in and out, which is really useful. So for this, we've got account, my account equals, and the same again, we're going to use a new account, and this is calling this new, creating a new object called my account from the account class, which is up here. So now we're going to refer to everything with my account the whole way through, and input as well. So for instance, you have system.out.print, and we're going to say printf, and we are going to put in initial name is, and then %s for string, and %n for new line identifier, and maybe space, and then we're going to say my account dot get name, and you can see that it's already coming up. So now if we go back here, so all it's doing is referring to the get name in the account here. So you can see it's called the get name. Everything has to be matching, exactly the same. So with everything, it needs to be exact as written in the previous thing, so you can actually use the exact same methods, and that's how it's identifiable. So now we're going to prompt for and read the name. So if we go system.out.print again, ln we'll say, and then put in our please enter the name, and space, and then you're going to set the name. So at the moment we've got please enter the name, and then we need to say string the name equals input dot next line. So this is taking the next line from the input from what the user has put in, and then storing it in the name as the string. So we're going to now use the name and put it in the set name method. So you're going to pass it through and make it in my account. So set name, and you're going to say that name is going to be put into it. Now you can obviously put in another line if you want here, print ln, and just have it empty, and that will also just make output an empty line that will make it more readable. So now we're going to say display the name of the name stored in the object my account, which is from the class account. So we're going to say system.out.printf, and we're going to put in name in the object my account is, and obviously a placeholder needs to be there, and the placeholder is going to be a string type, and then we're going to put in another new line. And once you open your quotation marks, you have to close them. Now what is going to be put into the placeholder, you're going to say my account, and you're going to use the return method, so the get name, and that gets passed through. And so that's all we're going to do today. So if you take a look here, the account is going to create a new object called my account. Input is also using a new object for the scanner object, and you're using the input is here. So every time you click on one of these, you can see where it's being used. The name is going to be used in set name. So if you go through each line of code, it's system.out.printf is just going to print out on the screen initial name is, and the whatever's in get name, it should be nothing at the moment because there's nothing assigned to it here. Then it's going to be please enter the name. You then, as the user in the console, write in the name. It's going to read the next line for the input, store it in that name, and then pass it through the set method to set it, print out a blank line, and then return whatever you've put into the next line and read it through. Okay, that's it for today. It's just a short video, so it's going to go through each part individually, and we're going to drill down into more detail. So I use some kind of unusual analogies as I'm going along to try and remember stuff. So bear with me as we go through stuff, and we get more accurate and more detailed as we go along. Okay, thank you for watching. I'm looking forward to the next video already, so I hope you're keeping up. If you have any questions, you can email me on my account, so it's learncomputers with Ali@gmail.com. Okay, thank you.